la prisión, Wilson Manyoma, Hormona.
Where's your camera?
Masters and None episode what?
53.
53. Episode 53. Thank you to everybody that's here. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out to everybody here rocking with us. Masters and None episode 53. Shout out to Chronic on the Beat for coming through with us last episode. If you haven't, check it out.
Yes,
the banger.
It was some time. I'll tell you what. Berto was able to kind of keep us on the rails. Because there were a couple of moments where we were in danger of definitely coming off the goddamn track and going wherever we wanted.
Well, we were veering off for a little bit, but that's why we're here for each other.
Exactly. That's why there's two of us.
Keep us.
Yeah, man. Nobody wants any shenanigans continuing, right?
No.
We are gonna set up a part 2 though.
Yeah, I was like the designated
driver.
Yeah, I was like the designated driver.
You the DD.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So what's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Halloween. That's what happened between last episode and this episode.
That's right.
Halloween.
You know what I want to know?
What?
First of all,
yeah.
With Halloween, did you have any trick-or-treaters?
I had one trick-or-treater.
How sad is that?
Yeah.
People are trunk-or-treating and doing that stupid shit.
Wait, what's that?
What's a trunk-or-treat?
What's a trunk-or-treat?
Oh, that's when a bunch of fucking weirdos get together in a parking lot and pop the trunk on their car and the kids go around and trick-or-treat at the cars. That's what that is. No offense to any of my friends, because I guarantee that there's at least one person that I know that did a trunk-or-treat event, but what the hell is going on?
Romero, what's up, man? Listen.
Romero was good, bro.
The last time someone popped their trunk on me, they was selling me a mixtape.
Oh, I was like, you had a duck, huh?
No, that's crazy. I never heard of that.
Yeah, no, it's a thing now. And it was before COVID. This was with just like weird parents, like where they're like, it's safer. When is the last time somebody went trick or treating, and when the homeowner opened the door, they just snatched the kid inside? Has anybody ever had that reported?
You think that's what they're worried about?
Bro, who lives Hansel and Gretel ain't on your block?
You think they're worried about people just napping their kids up?
I don't know. Everybody's all weird and scared.
Nah, it's also like, well, first things first, and my kid's too small to like go trick-or-treating like house to house, like because of the elements, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like we went to the mall, and in the mall you go from like store to store to store, and then she did go on like my mother's block, like, but she's small, she can't walk that
Bro,
far.
you have a 2-year-old.
Yeah, but
that's a different thing.
But with the older kids that can go out, it's just like cars too.
Yo, like, yeah, it's
people get crazy on Halloween, so I could get the hesitancy, but
bro, what, a car's new?
Nah, cars ain't new. I went trick-or-treating when I was a kid.
Bro, I used to go trick-or-treating. Me and my friends used to go trick-or-treating when I got a little bit older, like 12, 13. We used to go trick-or-treating on our bikes. We used to get on our bikes and bounce with a backpack and just go trick-or-treating with like our costume on our bikes. Bro, that was some of the best times of my life. We used to take the shaving cream cans and we would melt the tip. This is a trick, yo.
What's that do?
Bro, it makes the exit point of the shaving cream smaller, and it squirts like 10 feet.
Squirts farther.
So it squirts like 10 feet.
Jesus
so you're just having shaving cream fights with your friends while these other suckers are like, and it's just falling out like. Meanwhile, I'm just riding by like, hitting you with,
that's actually,
with the shaving cream.
That's actually a super cool trick. I never knew about that.
Hell yeah, come on, man. One of my friends whose dad was like did soldering or some shit. One day he just hit him with this trick. What is that? It was because one of our friends' dads had shown one of our friends. So you melt it down and then you take like you melt it with like a torch or something like that, and then you take a pin and you poke it all the way through. So it melts it into like a blob at the tip, but then once you poke through it, it gives you that straight stream of shaving cream.
Oh, so it's not even like you're like I understand what you're saying.
It's just thinning it out,
Yeah.
But that was great times. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Halloween was a good time for me when I was a kid, but like in hindsight, like I could see why parents think it's dangerous. Like I think Halloween was the time. I've been robbed on Halloween, of my
Yeah,
candy.
That was some of the treachery that happens on Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you egg the wrong person, they pull out a gun, and then everybody's just running and zigging and zagging.
Yeah.
It's just wild Halloween enough.
So all I'm saying is I understand why some people don't want their kids trick-or-treating house to house. Also, I just might not live on a block where there's kids at. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, on the blocks where, like, everybody has a kid over there, they probably fucking trick-or-treat. Like, people don't really leave their, like, area when they trick-or-treat.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you got one of them moms that really knows what's up and she drives you to the rich neighborhood where they give the full candy bars.
Nah, 100%. People do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what? I'm reflecting now and I'm like, damn, I think quite a few people that I know and care about posted pictures of doing the trunk or treating.
Nah, I don't.
And I feel kind of bad that I said what I said.
It is
and
a
I'm starting
stupid.
to,
No, it's a stupid thing. It's dumb.
I just feel bad for the kids. You know, like that's mainly my thing is I just feel bad for the kids.
Yo, my man Ray said he left the bowl out. That's something we never do. That's rule number 1.
Bro, my shit was
right
lit.
now.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Never leave the bowl out.
You said you had one trick-or-treater, bro. I had a lot of trick-or-treaters.
Really?
Bro, a lot. I had a whole football team. A whole
What?
entire, like, pee-wee football team knocked on my door, and they all had their uniforms on, and they were like 3 moms, like they were running plays. Like, I swear to God, I'm not even playing. Like, the kids came to the door, they knocked on the door, and the mom was like, hey, Mike, go to this door over here. Hey, Vinny, go over here to this door over here. You know, it was crazy. Like, she was just, like, running point on these.
That's funny.
You know, but it was a good time, though. I actually was home for a Halloween.
You gave out a lot of candy?
I haven't been home on a Halloween in a minute.
Did you give out a lot of candy?
Bro, a ton. I didn't even get to keep any.
Wait, did you know there was going to be trick-or-treaters? Were
What?
there trick-or-treaters last year?
Yeah. In my area there's a lot of trick-or-treaters. I mean, I live in an apartment complex that has like 2 and 3 bedroom apartments in some areas. So there are families there and shit.
Yeah,
and
well, that makes sense, you know.
and there's good kids, you know. And it's a being that it's a complex, it's probably a little safer for parents. There's less traffic, there's less cars. I mean, you could hit the courtyard. Like my courtyard where my apartment is probably has 25 apartments. You know, that there's no traffic to worry about. They could just come and just like, you know, but I don't know, man. I just feel bad for the kids not being able to go out and just, I want them to be able to go out and have some fun and run amok.
I don't
too.
know if that has
It's fun.
anything to do with fucking like the shman shmemic and like what's going on in the world. I don't think those two things are related right now. I think that in general, if there was no shman shmemic,
Yeah.
there would still not be kids trick or treating. Dead ass. Because I feel like before
The shman shmemic?
there was no trick or treating either. I feel like it slowed down heavy. Because
Yeah.
I've been in this house for like maybe 5 years, and I think if I've had 10 trick or treaters, it's been a lot.
Well, I don't know what everybody's so scared about. Everybody's getting 2 schmack schmeens.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what the problem is. Everybody's double schmackschminated. You know, I don't understand what the problem is.
Snowbid shouldn't be a big deal, right?
No.
But that's why. But what I'm saying is that I don't know if the two are correlated because I never had trick or treaters here.
All right. I mean, yo, Twiz, shout out Twiz. Yo, anybody in the chat, bro, give us a little bit of Oh shit!
What?
I was gonna say about your trick or treaters. Give us a little information on your trick or treaters.
People leave that. Ray said he left the bowl out. The bowl was 3/4 full, and then it was empty. I never ever. If I'm giving out candy, I'm never leaving the bowl out because I've seen what happened when people left the bowl out. People would just OD.
Damn, yo, nah, people do OD. Last year they did as grimy, yo. The bucket was empty and it was down the street.
What?
Like it was like down the sidewalk. I was like, you little bastards. I was
Yeah,
like,
nah.
come on, son. I was like, you were definitely on bikes.
People put a sign there like take 2.
Yeah, nah, I didn't even put a sign. I was like, you know what? The faster you're done, the faster you take it, the faster I can write on the paper plate, no more candy, and tape it on the door. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I wanted to give him the candy, and I wanted to have like a few trick or treaters at least because I haven't been home for Halloween in a while.
It is cool. The idea of trick or treating is super cool. It's like, what do they call it on Christmas Eve where you go out with your family, you go from like house to house, and you're singing the Christmas carols,
Caroling? Yeah.
It's like that. What's
Yeah.
the Latino version of that? What's the Puerto Rican version of caroling?
Shit, I don't know.
You never did that before?
Nah.
Psh,
What, you be going around and singing?
My family got a whole mix.
Well, with the timbales and the fucking
bro.
and the fucking maracas and shit. You out there with the guido? You're like, Tio, let me play the guido.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they go with instruments and shit, though.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. It's caroling. It's just caroling with some swag.
Yeah, but I forgot what it's called.
Swaggy ass caroling.
Yeah.
That's what it is. No, it's got a word. My mom would be so mad right now.
I know. My parents would be
so. My mom's gonna send me to PR. I got to quit my job and go to Puerto Rico now.
Oh my God, forget about it. I'm American again.
God damn it! I am.
It's because I got this fucking blue passport. It makes me feel entitled.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
How dare me?
Don't you ever forget where you came from,
I
son.
know, right? How dare me? What the fuck were we even talking about?
Hold on, I wanted to see what people got to say about
La parranda. That's what it is.
La parranda. That's what
exactly
it is.
What it
Damn,
is. Thank you.
son.
Good looks.
Yo, Ramiro is so important to this podcast, bro.
Nigga's a staple, bro.
Yo, legit, bro. So I just wanted to hear people's experiences on this Halloween for trick or treating and stuff, man.
I want to hear what the craziest costume people seen was. What was like the craziest costume you seen this year?
Craziest costume I seen. I went to a costume party on Saturday night.
Whether it's on, tell me, like, have you been looking on the internet too?
Yeah, but my friend had a crazy one.
Okay, he tops like even the ones you seen online.
I don't know. His shit was legit.
What was it?
He was Inspector Gadget, and he had all electric shit that he made. Bro, this motherfucker had handles on the helicopter shit, and the shit was electric. The shit was spinning. He could turn it on and off.
You did send me a picture of him. He had like the go-go gadget, like fucking fly away.
Yeah, go-go gadget copter.
Is that?
It's what that shit is. He was literally go-go gadget copter. It was mad funny. Yo, he had like electrical outlets on his head and shit. Yo, and he's walking around
in his pocket.
Yo, he had some kind of shit because he was wireless. He was goddamn wireless. I tell you right
he
now.
Had the Bluetooth shit
I tell
on
you
him?
right now, he must have been rechargeable or some shit.
They definitely had a speaker in there too.
Yeah, he was like, Alexa, take me up. Yo, dead ass. He killed it. He ended up winning the contest.
Of course.
Yeah, it was fire. It was fire, yo. It was fire. Shout out to Ryan for that Inspector Gadget, yo. That shit he really killed it.
That costume is fire even without like all the gadgets, but the gadgets puts it over the top.
Bro, yo, my boy had was Woody, and his wife was the other girl from Toy Story. Their family was Toy Story. Yo, his wife went so hard on these costumes, bro. He had a pull string in his back that she made.
Nice. Oh, it pulled?
Oh,
Did it
yeah.
pull?
And it retracted. She made it, son. She made the vest and shit and did that shit.
That's
Yo,
fire.
his daughter just turned 1 year old. She was the Slinky dog. Yo, his mom made a thing that was on wheels that was crawling behind her, attached to a Slinky.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that before.
It was like she made it. You ain't see shit.
You think she's invented that?
No, I guess you're right. Pinterest is a motherfucker.
It's okay. I just feel like I've seen it
Damn.
before on the internet, but I could be wrong.
No, you're absolutely. I'm sure you're probably right. She blew my mind because I had never seen it, but I was just.
Yeah.
I'm just not worldly enough.
Nah, it's super cool still.
Damn.
You shouldn't have tried to challenge me on that. We could have had a great conversation about this, you know?
Yeah, fuck, man. God damn it, man.
Nah, it's perfectly fine. Maybe I'm just making that shit up.
I actually know a girl that went viral a few years ago for her daughter's costume. You ever see the little Asian girl that's a sushi roll?
No, I've seen the little kid in the Subway rap though.
The what?
You ever seen the baby and he's like in a Subway sandwich?
Oh no, that's amazing.
And they put a little hat on it that's like lettuce.
Damn.
And the baby is like a Subway sandwich. You never seen that?
No.
You know they swaddle kids, right? It's like
What?
you know what swaddling is?
Oh yeah, swaddling. Yes.
Yeah, it's like a baby swaddler, but it looks like a Subway sandwich.
That's a cop out, son. That's a Subway bandana. That's just a cop out.
Somebody pulled up with the dinosaur small arm costume. My little cousin was the dinosaur small arm costume. He was like in an inflated dinosaur. It was the funniest shit.
They were walking all over Patchogue, bro. They were walking down Main Street. I swear, I saw 3 dinosaurs, yo. They were walking around. Yo, for some reason, that cracks me up. You ever see somebody run in one of those?
Yeah, dude,
Bro,
it's the funniest thing when you jump in it.
Yo, the head is all like slapping around. Yo, for some reason, it makes me laugh. I'm such a 5-year-old.
No, bro, it's hilarious. I like the big group costumes. I went to a party and there was like 2 wardens. There were dudes, and then there was a bunch of chicks in prison costumes.
What?
Yeah, they showed up with like
I like that. That's
two
cool.
dudes in like police like warden outfits and like 5 girls and they were prisoners.
Damn, yo, how you get that many people to get down with the same costume? It's hard enough for me and my girl to decide on the same thing.
That's actually a really
I'm like, yo, you want to be Ninja Turtle? She's like, I don't know. I was thinking about being like some other shit, like Clueless. You want to be the people from Clueless? I'm like, damn, those are so different. I'm like, all right, let's meet somewhere in the middle. Super Mario Brothers.
What's in the middle of that? Super Mario Brothers is a pretty cool couples costume or like duo costume.
I try to avoid the really cliche ones. Like what me and my girl did, like, but you run a risk because we avoid the cliche ones, but then you run the risk of people not recognizing you.
All right, so so first of all, fucking, we got to rewind it. You guys don't know, but Justin's like a Halloween aficionado. Like, he doesn't own a cat, but like, he's been burning candles since October 1st. He doesn't just like pumpkin beer. This guy loves Halloween.
Shout out Blue Point.
I've seen him kill so many Halloween costumes. It's like crazy.
I've won a couple contests in my life.
So what were you this year?
This year, if anybody is familiar with the movie Kill Bill, you know what? I'll put the picture up. If anybody's familiar with the movie Kill Bill, myself and my lady, I was Bud from Kill Bill. If anybody knows Bud.
If Twiz was here, he could just slide the picture up into the screen so everybody could see.
Yeah, exactly, Twiz. You get your ass to work, son. You're supposed to be over here helping us out, bro. So anybody that wants to see, I was Bud after he gets bitten by the black mamba that's put in the briefcase of money.
It's from Kill Bill?
Yes. By Daryl Hannah's character, who is another assassin, the one with the one eye. So my girl was the nurse from Kill Bill with the one eye patch, and I was Bud. I can't lie, we did kill it. We killed it, in my opinion. But of course, the risk you run when you do a different kind of costume, some people didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
I walked in and, my one friend was like, oh, shit, Joe Exotic. And I was like,
what?
No. I was like, Joe Exotic? I was like, I'm a brunette. I was like, what are you even talking about?
I had the worst costume, but the second
weren't you Joe Exotic?
I was Joe Exotic.
Yo, you killed it. You sent me the picture. I'm gonna show it to the world.
Show it to the world. The second I walked in, somebody was like, Joe Exotic. Fucking Carol Baskin, right?
Damn,
she's like,
son.
that bitch.
Carol Baskin, that bitch. Yo, that's amazing.
Yeah,
yo.
Dude.
That is amazing.
I was at a party and like, one of the good things about going to Halloween parties.
You did body this. I'm going to show this today.
Nah, I don't think it was that good.
I thought it was pretty goddamn good. Anybody in there, take a look at this, man.
It was like a last minute put together thing. You know what I learned that day?
Come on. What'd you learn?
I love a good flannel shirt. I swear to God. I'm going to wear that outfit normally now.
You should.
You're going to see me in that outfit without the wig and hat.
I actually loved it. When I saw it, I was like, damn. His costume is like an outfit I would wear.
I wish I fucking wore flannels earlier. I feel like I'm missing out on this whole like genre. I'm not even fucking kidding you.
Bro, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you went apple picking and pumpkin picking out east with the family and you didn't wear plaid?
I didn't wear a fucking I've never worn a flannel before in my life.
How dare you?
I've never worn one before. I've worn like a Dickies button up.
We're going to talk. I'm going to get you some fly flannels. You're going to you're going to give me your measurements. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come and bless you.
I need them all. I need the ones with the thermal on the inside,
The Sherpa.
I need...
Bro, I got a bubble vest with a Sherpa collar. It's part
what
corduroy.
What?
You want me to pop up in here and flex? You want me to pop in here and flex?
What is that?
What do you mean, what is it? Sherpa?
Yes.
It's like that. It looks like lamb. That, like lamb chops.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You got that on the inside of yours?
Bro, I got that on my collar, bro.
Yeah,
come on,
that's
son.
Nice.
It's like a bubble vest with some brown corduroy. Yo, come on, son. I'll go out there and I'll pick all the apples.
Justin got the fucking...
When I show up, they're like, oh, shit, we line dancing today?
Justin got the crop top flannel with the fucking Sherpa on the inside.
Sleep, bro.
You got bald eagle on that shit?
Bro, come on, son. You crazy, son? I got all the Eagles. I got all America all over that
Was it
shit.
Dave Chappelle that said that shit? He was like, on the inside of this shit, I got Panda Bear.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. I got whatever kind of exotic endangered animal.
Can we talk about the title real quick before we fuck off and never remember to talk about it? I want to talk about the mom in prison.
Oh my goodness, we can't get away from that. We got to talk about the goddamn MVP.
Is that shit even in the title,
bro? No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a mother-daughter prison break. So I came across a story that was on Vice. It was on Vice News. You put it in there. Mother-daughter prison break.
Yes, I did.
Come on, son. I'll tell you what. This has to be one of the most impressive stories and one of the most committed children to a mother that I've heard of.
Yep.
I came across this story by Vice News that said that this woman, an Instagram model, correct? Her name was Ida Victoria Milano Manzanero. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I bodied that.
We were going to put her name in the title and it just didn't fit.
We're going to refer to her to just AVMM. AVMM.
AVMM.
That's a lot of names. But she's an Instagram model. Her mother was apparently a senator in Colombia, a former senator. She got locked up. I don't know why. I think it was on, what did I say? I don't know the charges. But in any case, the mother was locked up. The daughter, being an Instagram model, distracts the guards while the mom climbs out a third-story window and shimmies down to the ground on a rope. First of all, shout out to mom with the traps and the lats for being able to shimmy down this rope.
That's not easy.
Secondly, shout out the girl with the nalgas that had that.
I got to see this girl for research purposes, obviously. I haven't seen her, but holy shit, to distract the guards and get your mom out of prison?
Bro, for her to be like, first of all, what was she doing?
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh no, what were you doing? Just pretending you didn't know where you were? You asked for directions? I don't get it. Did you just take your clothes off in the lobby? Like, what exactly was what could have held their attention for long enough for her to be like, right out, and be like this? Because I mean, how fast do you think she got? That's a third-story window going down a rope.
Think she did it? You think like she tied it around her waist? You ever seen those like trapeze artists?
Yo, like she rappelled.
You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen those like people who you do that string magic or whatever, and they roll themselves up in it,
and like the ribbon, like Pink does when she performs?
Yeah. You think she did that?
Yeah, she just went and she was just like all the way down.
She just rolled all the way down,
absolutely down, and then she stopped right at the bottom like a stripper. You know when them super athletic strippers and shit.
Yeah,
the ones that are like not attractive at all. The ones that come sliding down, like showing you their freaking like muscle striations on the way to the ground, and then they just stop before they hit the floor.
Yeah, that chick doubles as a fireman and shit.
Yeah, yo, for real, bro.
Coming down that 30-foot pole.
Yo, that's facts, bro. But
some of these strippers, they're like fucking athletes, bro.
Yo, they're gymnasts, some of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that impressed the hell out of me. I'm impressed on both ends. What I'm not impressed with is the security in that prison.
Yeah, they said it was in Colombia, right?
Yeah, it was in Colombia, apparently. So this is a story I got from Vice News. So if you want further details, go in. I know we kind of condensed it a little bit, but go check that out. Look it up because I thought I was cracking up. I was like, this is remarkable.
Maybe it was Halloween and this chick dressed up.
Yeah. I mean, it happened in 2019. Now she went on trial this week. So that's why
who went on trial?
The daughter. So she went on trial this week. So that's why it resurfaced in the news. I mean, I hadn't heard of this story.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad I caught wind of it at some point.
I wonder how long they got away.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they caught her mom by now. But just the act, that's a brazen act. I mean, what do you think you're going to do, lady?
She shimmied down a rope.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, was she training for this? Every time they walk by her cell, she's like...
You think she had wild calluses from fucking training for weeks?
I'm telling you, randomly, she got the battle ropes and shit. Every time they go by, and they're like, senator's pretty fit. Yeah, little do you know.
They send her gloves in the mail.
Yeah, bro, come on, son.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hilarious, bro.
You got another interesting story that you brought to the table today, and it's the...
what about...
the e-cigarettes in the UK.
Yes. So there's another story that I actually came across. It was actually pretty close to the other story on that Vice News webpage. So I was like, let me take a look at what this is. They kind of had me a little intrigued. You know, I try to avoid getting multiple stories from similar news sources, but this intrigued me. So apparently the UK is beginning to prescribe, the physicians in the UK are beginning to prescribe e-cigarettes to citizens who have an intention to quit smoking. So this is, anybody that doesn't know, in healthcare facilities, hospitals, things like that, when somebody reports to you that they smoke, there's kind of a mandate to, in a lot of places, to provide smoking cessation options.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you have to offer them the, assistance with quitting. Like you give them support group information.
Hold on. You're telling me that when you go into some of these like urgent cares or emergency rooms and they ask you that question, like, do you smoke? And if someone says yes, then there's some kind of mandate or obligation for you to say, hey, if you got a problem, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a mandate. I shouldn't use that word, but it's policy in a lot of places. And because when you say that, it triggers then further information. It triggers further information. So then you say, here's information for a support group. Would you like a nicotine patch instead of going to have a cigarette or something like that?
Yeah.
And resources to go out. So I guess they're taking it a step further in that smoking cessation process, and instead of like referring you to a support group or something like that, or education, I'm sure they do that on top of this. They're also gonna start prescribing e-cigarettes. And the thing is, in the UK, they're starting to regulate them. So that's the thing. They're regulating the e-cigarettes that are being prescribed. A lot of this Wild West shit that goes on in the US and in a lot of other countries, it all comes from people there's no regulations on these things. I mean, I've seen knockoff vape cartridges, knockoff e-cigarettes, like fake shit that's full of really cheap oils, fake products, and things you shouldn't be ingesting, let alone inhaling. That they cause things like pneumonitis. They had issues with ones containing vitamin E extract and things like that. There's certain things that you should not be inhaling into your lungs. And so this is intriguing to me. So being that they are regulated, they're being prescribed, and they're being prescribed against the World Health Organization's recommendation.
I didn't know that, because I was just going to ask you. I wonder if this, challenges the media rampage that was like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, when people were saying like, oh, they get off of vapes because like, they're giving you popcorn lung or whatever the fuck that is, or you end up in the ICU. Like, I remember having a conversation. I remember getting tattooed one day, and my artist was telling me, he was like, bro, that's just a fucking propaganda. He goes, so that you could go buy it back and people could buy tobacco products. He was like, that shit's a scam, bro. He goes, people have been smoking this shit and nobody had any issues. He goes, now all of a sudden things are happening.
Yeah, because it was affecting the tobacco industry.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, I wonder. And I wonder now if by them prescribing this shit to patients, if this kind of like means that was kind of fucking true.
Of course it was true. And now the only difference that happened is the tobacco industry learned how to get into the e-cigarette game.
Oh, you think that's them?
I guarantee they're in. You'll see that these regulated cigarettes.
There's going to be Newports?
Yeah, these regulated e-cigarettes are going to be like, it's going to be like company of Marlboro, USA.
Yeah.
Or some shit. Like, I guarantee it. They had enough time to get their footing under them, figure this thing out, start to produce, and they got in legislatively. You see that? They get in at the top,
Damn, bro,
like.
Are you telling me that I'm about to start seeing Newport commercials or Marlboro commercials? Or I guess there's no cigarette commercials anymore, but I'm going to start seeing them in the store, like their brand.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Or you're going to see a different brand. They might not want to associate it with cigarettes because people seem to be choosing one or the other.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they might just want to, making you think like Powerade and Gatorade are different, but really they're the same company. But they're making you think that you got two choices. So it's like, so you'll just walk on, man, Gatorade's whack, son. Give it this Powerade. And they're both like, these fucking idiots. Like that's what's going to end up happening,
Yeah. That's so fucking funny. That's a good one.
Yeah, man. But
very good analogy.
I had to, I don't know. That's just the way of it, man.
I had this question that I wanted to ask you because it's something that was in the news today. I seen it, and there wasn't a lot of shit in like going on in the world right now. I think we're kind of all coming down off of Halloween.
It's like, give us a day. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. But I did see a question that struck a good conversation, and it was should men get paternity leave, or like how much time is like enough time for a man Like, there's some countries that will give you like up to a year of paternity leave, and you could get like, it's like 3 months full pay and then like, 8 months, partial pay or whatever the case may be.
So you're asking me in terms of...
Yeah, what do you think? Like, what do you think is fair?
I think it needs to start from a place where we discuss the origin of how people feel about this. Because I feel like people say, the father needs to be involved more. I want to, I need some help here. This is very hard on us, being like, women have a hard time. That's a very difficult thing is not only giving birth, then you got to be coherent enough and present enough to take care of that kid. So I think it's good in a sense for both parties, not just for men. I see it from a perspective of for the family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's helpful to the mother. I mean, you see like there's crazy spikes in postpartum depression and things like that. And I think a lot of that comes from the stress of having to now take care of this new life while you're recovering. And I think it would do nothing but help the situation to give fathers time off in order to support mothers. And not to mention, I never really fully considered kids until that.
Yeah.
Now I might just start popping them out.
Yeah.
Yo, babe, get ready because I'm about to never work again. We about to be the Brady Bunch.
Job just started giving dads a month. I believe instead of 3 days. Yeah, damn, a month. I think that's what they gave me, 3 days. That's what I got.
For what?
Paternity leave.
Yo, it's 12 weeks.
I got like 3 days.
Bro, you know what 12 weeks is, bro?
That's FMLA though, right?
No, that's paternity leave. You're allowed 12 weeks. And
for women?
For men as well. It's the same thing.
Nah, bro. When I had a baby, they only gave me 3 days. You're talking about if you take FMLA, then yes, which is like the government thing, and you get like a third of your paycheck, but you're not getting full. You're not getting PTO. You're not getting paid for that time off. Now, what I did was I took.
Oh, I misunderstood that then.
I got 3 days paid, and then, or I think it was 2 or 3 days paid, and then I ended up just taking 2 weeks of PTO vacation time.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people do. It's just funny because I bring it up, right? And I agree with you. I don't think that you're wrong. I think that you hit it right on the head, and I couldn't have said it better myself. But what I will say is that I think it's funny how some guys would say like, you're a man, you got to go out and work and shit. You shouldn't be home and like don't be a pussy. You don't need 6 weeks off or whatever the case may be. But like, if you look at it from a logical perspective, like it only make like it's logical. Like your argument was like perfect.
Yeah, it's logical. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, come on, son, I'm getting money out here.
But people say, don't people say
money out here. It's okay.
But don't people say the funniest fucking? I'm sure you've
Yeah.
heard it before. Can you pass me a seltzer, please?
Yeah, of course, man.
Thank you.
Nah,
man.
but I have heard it. How many freaking times?
How many?
Like, what do you, Kim? How you gonna stay home, take care of the kid? Like, why? You just mad?
Yeah.
You mad because you never had time off of it?
Dudes will
You
try
mad?
to sucker
And you mad
you.
because I want to be home? Don't be mad at me. You just don't want to be at the crib.
Dudes will
You
try
knocked
to
up the wrong one, Papo.
They're trying to sucker you out of your paternity time. They're like, oh, where do you go? You at home changing diapers and shit? Changing diapers?
I'm at home changing diapers of a kid that I made with someone I intended to. You know what I'm saying? One of them things. You know what I'm saying?
It's so fucking funny.
Damn, but that is cool, man. You said they give you a month now. Damn. Yo, Con Edison, they hiring? Yo, everybody, you better go out there start
Dude, a month
applying.
is great.
A month is a good amount of time, man.
Yeah.
A month is a good. I had a dude that I worked with at my last job that had a kid, and he got off for 12 weeks, and you could space it out and schedule it however you wanted inside 1 year.
That's how
The FMLA works.
women's FMLA works.
Oh, but this was the man. I guess he went through FMLA.
Yeah.
So shit, I'm gonna go through FMLA.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Some countries give dudes and girls 12 months.
Yeah, they give you 12 months, but you give so much of your money to the government.
Yeah, well, you're not getting like that's the thing. It's about being compensated, right? Because being away from your job and not being compensated, like I might as well not be working, right? If I have to make a third of what I make to make like, and it says stay home, like at that point, like I don't know if I really want to work anymore in general, right? You understand?
You lost me there. That was I don't know. Take me around the block again.
I'm saying I might as well not be working.
How so?
Because I'm only making a third of what I'll normally make.
Yeah, but that's for a very brief period.
No, if I'm going to take 12 months is what I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm going to take
I
12
got
months
you.
of time and I'm only making 33% of what I'm supposed to make, then like I might as well not even be working. Like I'm not making anything. Like I should go back to work. Essentially, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you should. I feel you. Go back
Yeah.
to work, but
I'm
definitely.
sorry if that shit didn't make any fucking sense.
Nah, but it's all good. Definitely. I would definitely want to have a little bit of money that would sustain me. That can supplement that extra 66%.
I'm just saying it's not that like it's not enough money for me. It's not enough money for me as an incentive to stay home. I'm gonna stay home as long as I have to, but then I'm gonna get my ass back to work. Like 33% ain't enough, I still gotta I want to buy fucking pops and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough. If I'm only making 30%, I don't got enough for pops.
I feel you. I feel you. See,
So
I live in from a perspective of like, I wish that I was smarter. I wish that I was smarter with some finance because I'm more so a quality of life person now, and I rather would have much less with no bills.
You know what I thought you were gonna say?
What?
I make so much fucking money that 33% is still a lot of fucking money.
Shit.
Nah, I didn't think you were gonna say that. But
33%, you know what I'm saying? We still around like that. Something like the average in the country. You know? No, yeah, right. That's that bullshit inflated New York salary.
Yeah, 100%.
That's that New York salary that really ain't shit once they come and they rob you, take all them taxes, take all that money
Take all
from
them
you.
taxes.
Listen, we got all these programs we running. We got all these things we doing. We got all these politicians that need to go away. We got all these timeshares that need to get paid for. We got all this stuff. Thanks. We're going to take all your money. Oh, what's that? I ended up with the same amount of buying power as if I made $25 an hour in Florida.
Mm-hmm. What's going on with? Is it Cuomo?
Cuomo had a misdemeanor complaint filed against him. That was, I think it was like unsolicited touching or some shit like that.
That's what he was says. Like when he was like, "I'm not a pervert. I'm just Italian." Or
yeah,
I'm
I'm not a pervert. I'm just Italian. I was like, you're just stupid. Remember he released that little compilation of him awkwardly kissing all these people?
No, I've never.
You didn't see that? Bro, that was his defense. He went up, he did this whole presentation.
Oh, yes. I remember he was like, he goes, "This is me kissing." Like he's like hugging and kissing people. He's like showing
He's
them a bunch
kissing
of
men,
pictures.
he's kissing old ladies, he's kissing people. I was like, this is not helping you, bro.
This was his defense. He just brought up a bunch of other times that he committed the same offense.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, no, let me incriminate myself further. Click, click.
You think I just slapped Susan? I slapped Henry too.
That's right. You think Trump was out here just grabbing them? Listen, we each had a hand in that.
Here's a picture of the 14 times I did it before.
That's right. Here's my underage album. Click, click. I was like, this guy is crazy. I'm like, what is he doing? You know, here's me kissing the elderly right before I sent them to that nursing home to their death.
You said, "Whoops, you know about that?"
Yeah. I'm like, this guy is really a crazy man.
That's such a fucking funny combination. I see what you did there. That's relevant. I like it.
Guy is out of his mind. So, yeah, so.
Is he going to go to jail? Is that?
Are you kidding me? He's not going to jail. Are you kidding me? They're going to send him to, like, house arrest at Martha's Vineyard or some shit, like, at some, like, compound or some shit. Nah, he ain't even going to get in trouble. He's going to pay a little fine. He's gonna plead whatever, and they're gonna say he has to pay a little fine, and then he'll appeal until the day he dies and never give anyone any money. Yeah. You know, he'll claim a loss. He'll have an accountant that'll say, "I don't have the money to pay this, $1 million or whatever," and blah blah blah. And he'll just fight it till he dies.
Did you see that new bill about the possibility of taxing? It's like damn, I forgot what the actual term.
I know it is. It's unrealized capital gains.
Yes. Did you see that bill?
I did. I didn't see the whole thing, but it's kind of crazy to me because they're disincentivizing people to start businesses. That's essentially what they're doing.
Well, no, because I don't think that possibly I shouldn't say no.
It's just it takes away like the big perk you get for starting a business and creating thousands of jobs. People are just going to be a little more hesitant. They're taking away all those kind of perks to being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, but those aren't perks. Those are like loopholes, right? And then where they really have a huge effect are on these. Excuse me.
How dare you?
excuse me, on these real big billionaires like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, where they make so much money, and like that little game that you play when if you were a small business doesn't really wouldn't be a big deal. When you're that big, like it really is a big deal. I don't know like how little they pay in taxes in comparison to like the average American.
Well, it's just the average American doesn't want to learn the game.
It's not even
these
about
are rules
the
to the
game.
game.
These are like I seen this, and I seen this on Phil DeFranco today. So you could go over there and look it up. They said like he said Jeff Bezos has a salary of like $81,000 a year, and then like 99 point whatever of his money is like in stock.
Yeah, it's all capital gains.
So that's like they can't tax him.
They can tax him, but it's at a much lower rate.
Yeah, when he pulls his money out, they could tax him. But while it sits there and he's making money on that money,
well, can't tax money that's he hasn't actually realized or extracted those capital gains. I mean, that's the way of the world. People want to be mad about it. I mean, it's crazy. Don't go crushing the millionaires and crushing the billionaires that are making these jobs. Like, oh, they get taxed nothing. Well, they own the company that your little silly ass works for. Did you take the risk of starting that company? Did somebody else take the risk of starting that company?
Yeah, I don't think that excuses them from fucking paying their fair share in taxes. Like, no one's asking
They
them for
pay
more
their
money.
fair share.
They don't.
They're paying their fair share in terms of income tax.
No, they don't, and that's why these loopholes exist, and people are trying to fight. Like, and not people, because I'm not lobbying against this. I'm just playing devil's advocate in this. In this story,
which is why I love this guy.
Yeah, but it's from the opposite perspective, they look at it and they'll say, well, it's not fair because I pay 40% fucking tax.
Income tax. That's why he pays 40% income tax as well on that $81,000.
Yeah, but the reality of it is that everybody knows he's making significantly more than $81,000.
He worked hard to get that.
So he shouldn't contribute to.
He's contributing
because this is where I'll get at as well. This is like another perspective. If they did pay the equal share, right? Does that mean that it'd be easier for the other portion of society? I don't know. Is that the angle?
What does that mean?
That if they paid more in taxes,
who's they?
The 1% of America, or the billionaires.
You mean the 1% of the world? Because the 1% of America, you're pretty much almost in the 1% of America, in terms of like high wage.
So we'll do like a fraction of the 1%, like the billionaires.
All right, so like the real big millionaire,
like
billionaire
guys like that, guys like Elon Musk and Jeff
okay,
Bezos.
That's like 1% of the planet.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm talking about Americans, which we're talking about our tax system. Right?
Okay, yeah. Good, go.
So maybe if those guys did pay, like there'd be a more even distribution of like, tax dollars going in, and there'd be less tax dollars coming out of the other like social classes. That's a question. I don't know if that's true. I'm asking if that's why they're trying to get this tax money out of them, right? Because if that's not why they're doing it, then I don't know if I'm as interested as like, my argument may present me to be.
No, it's just if people know the history of taxes and how they started, taxes initially, it's been the middle and the lower middle class that get hit harder by taxes always. Yeah. It's just these are rules to the game that are available to all of us. It's just, what is the reason? None of us are either in the position or none of us are willing to sacrifice in order to be in that high risk position to start a business and to grow a business. Think about this. The way I think about it is, what if I was Jeff Bezos?
I just don't think that.
Think about if you were Jeff Bezos. Don't think about yourself.
Yeah.
Don't think about anybody you care about. Don't think about anybody you know that may benefit from higher taxes. Think about if you were Jeff Bezos, and you sacrificed your life, your marriage was on rocky ground, your kids, whatever, you don't, these are things you sacrifice having kids. I don't even know if he has children. You sacrifice all these things to grow this business to a level, and you're like, holy shit, I'm killing it right now. Yeah. And then somebody says, hey, buddy, guess what? You're like, what's up? They're like, we got a bunch of motherfuckers that don't have the same drive as you, or don't have the same ability, don't have the same ganas that you have, and they think they're entitled to some of your money.
Like $30 million or something like that.
And I
It's a
want
billion.
them to elect me, so I'm going to try to make you pay that. That shit is criminal.
Yeah.
When you think about it that way,
When you think about it that way, it's fucking ridiculous.
it's criminal because
What I was going to say, if I was Jeff Bezos, I would want to selfishly keep the money, right? But I would logically understand that I should pay my fair share
he
in
gives a
taxes.
ton away.
But when
He
you think
donates, he
about
does
it
all
that
kinds
way-
of shit.
But are those also fucking tax loopholes too, though?
No,
But from my perspective, if you're giving the money out,
it's
then
not
I
a
don't
tax
care. Yeah,
loophole,
yeah.
but think about all the people that these companies employ. Think about the ability he has to grow at the scale he's growing and the jobs he's creating and the families he's feeding. People want to say, oh, they're shitting in a bag. Get another fucking job. I don't want to hear that shit. He makes me piss in a bag. No, he doesn't. You didn't develop enough skills to have enough value in the marketplace to make yourself be able to be qualified for a job where you don't have to piss in a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's fault. He said, hey, buddy, you can leave if you wanted to say that. You're not enslaved here. You can leave.
Yeah.
Fuck you while I'm pissing in a bag. I hate this guy. Yeah, the reason why your kids had a Christmas was because you pissed in a bag working for Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. They do. People do say that job is rough, but you're absolutely right. If you don't fucking want to work there, you should just fucking leave.
Just leave. Or, I mean, it's not like you're making tons of money there and you can't afford to leave.
Yeah,
you could go to
McDonald's
McDonald's and make the same money. They ain't
Yeah.
pissing in a bag.
Nope.
And eating hash browns for free.
For fucking free.
So, and there's room for growth there.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, managers at McDonald's make like 50 grand.
It's crazy how there's decent money right now.
You
in
can
fucking
work
fast food.
and you can grow. Think about the competition you have when you walk in that place. If you go in that place with a master's degree, bro, you'll be regional VP.
Bro, a master's degree, you could walk in there with a liberal arts from the community college and take over.
With some drive and some willingness to learn.
Yeah.
Like, go to a place like that. Like, people sleep on McDonald's. I know a lot of people who that was their first job and they legit became like responsible high earners. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I think that if you're not going to go for like a specialty thing, you should just fucking hit the trades. That's where the fucking money's at.
I'll tell you right now, the trades is where the money's at, no
That's
matter
where
what.
the fucking money's at.
I'm going to tell you what. I've done a lot of work in areas of New York where people are very affluent. And people always think that when you go to affluent neighborhoods or you go to affluent areas, these people have money falling out the trees, it seems like. There's this misconception in America that these people are all physicians. These people are all lawyers. These people are not physicians in these neighborhoods. These people are not lawyers in these neighborhoods. You know why? Those people came out with $250,000 in student debt they got to pay. So they start in a canyon, crawling their way out. Now, you look who are in these neighborhoods.
Crane operators.
There's not even. There's a contractor van in the driveway. What are these? These are contractors. These are business owners. These are plumbers that have their own companies. These are fishermen. These are people that own their own businesses. They're family-run businesses. They keep the money inside and they work hard, but they own it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where people are coming from, and a lot of them are trades. HVAC companies, heating, cooling, all that kind of stuff. And these are tradesmen. And for the longest time in America, they've been drilling into us since we were in elementary school, be a lawyer, be a doctor.
Yeah.
Be a firefighter.
How
be
come
a
they don't
cop.
tell you to be an electrician?
They don't tell you to be an electrician because they don't. I just think there was like this hate on the blue collar trades for a long time.
It's weird, right?
Yo, my girl's dad, rest his soul, that man was a union carpenter. He was a master carpenter. And that guy was a G. And he passed away with the fattest pension, retired in like his early 50s with money. And it's like, people just sleep on this. Her brother is an iron worker right now. He is crushing it, and he will crush it forever with no student debt. People sleep on that. It's like, come on, guys. It's the trades are where it's at. Anyway, I don't want to keep ranting. The trades are where it's at, and that's who's in these neighborhoods. These affluent neighborhoods are the tradesmen. A lot of them.
Yeah, jobs that pay for your college are super cool. Our previous employer paid for our college too. Did they pay for your college?
Yeah.
They paid for some of my
They paid
college.
for half of it. I still came out with debt. And then they paid for my my second degree, and I had no debt. They paid for
Nice.
2 degrees.
That's sick.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I still have debt from my first one because I went to a private school, but you're working for a union. You know, you go in, you work for a union because it wasn't a company I worked for. It was the union I worked for inside that company that paid for my degree.
Yeah, there's nothing like that shit.
Now, actually, I'm lying. The union paid for my first degree.
The company pays for some of it too.
The company paid for my first. The union paid for my first degree, and the company paid for my second degree because I had left the union.
Yeah.
So they paid for my second degree after.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing, and you got to watch some contracts though. Sometimes there's a little slippery slope where they're like, after we pay for this, you got to work for us for 3 years.
Yeah,
or you got to work for us for 5 years.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're held hostage there.
Yeah, so you just want to make sure that whatever company you're allowing to pay for your education doesn't have a stipulation that you have to work there, and if they do, make sure that you don't mind that.
Yeah, and make sure that there's no like fucking getting fired stipulation. Imagine you get fired, you end up having to pay back school.
Good luck. Come get the money, pa. Come get it.
So you can keep the rest of my PTO.
Yeah,
send me the fucking bill.
Yeah, send me the check, bro. I'll pay the difference.
That's so fucking.
What else we got? Also, speaking of employment, Long Island employees or Long Island residents that are employed by New York City, starting today, if they don't have their vaccine, they are put on administrative leave.
How crazy is that?
And unpaid leave.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of people, you know how that goes. You've been in rush hour. Like, people live out in Long Island, but then travel into the city for work.
But dude, both my parents did that.
Yeah, my dad too. When I was a kid, man, my dad commuted. You know, he commuted in when he was working for the bank, and that's a hard grind.
Yeah.
And now you got these people saying that you got to be vaxxed. I mean, you know, it's up to people. And again, this is sad when people put themselves in a position where they don't have an option to take a sidestep.
Yeah.
You know, or take a back step. Like, you know, I'm trying to get to a point financially where I could just be like, you know what? I don't need to do this. I'm lucky enough to where I have a skill set where I am employable in a lot of places, but I'm not at the point yet where I could just be like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look for a job for a month until I really have the thing I want, you know?
And, you know, even when you do that, it's still difficult because it seems like it's becoming like a mandate, like more than just like one industry, right? Now it's becoming like everywhere you go, like you need to have it. You need, when you're going to go out, you need to have it. It's not even about like the aspect of like, you know, whether you should take the shot or not. It's about, you know, the ability to say no, right? And still be able to exist in society. It's not about whether the shot's good, bad, or fucking, you know, makes your dick bigger. It's not about any of those things.
You'd be seeing that line for that vaccine down the block.
If they just whisper to one guy, if one guy just whispers to somebody else, like, I think it made my dick bigger.
They just need to make a meme.
Yeah.
Just make a meme, and every Facebook idiot will be over there getting that.
Yeah. He said, no, you got to put it in my dick. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's how it works, doesn't it? How was it supposed to get bigger?
No, but it's not even about any of those things. It's just about the ability to say, like, yo, I don't want to fucking do this. Like, you know, and I'm not a fucking leper.
Nah, you're right. And, you know, Ramiro has a point here. He says problem with that is that it's possible most places are going to want you to be vaxxed. So like you were saying, like it's spreading to other industries. And shout out Ray, you can leave your job. Yo, I appreciate you, Ray. He said as creatives, we could always definitely make a living. You know, we are hustlers, but there are a lot of people that, you know, don't have that or in a position where they're concerned about the future. I mean, I don't have kids yet. I don't know what that pressure is like to have a child and be like, holy shit, like I have to get this vaccine or I can't feed my kid.
I'm definitely I'm confident in my abilities. However, I'm not
feeling like rolling the dice with providing for your family.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't roll the dice. Also, I got it way before that was even like a thing. Like I got it late, but I didn't get it that late. Like when I got it, nobody was even talking about you're gonna have to. I thought that shit was gonna be like the flu shot. You know what's crazy? Is like the flu shot's like less effective and more people got that shit.
Well, that's how, you know. There's a lot of people that I don't really know.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. It's the weirdest fucking thing, right? It's like even if you don't want to get it, I'm like, yeah, it's like, huh?
But
I don't want to take the flu shot either, though.
It's I don't know. It's tricky because at this point, I'm not even really referring to the vaccine anymore. At this point, I'm just saying like everybody should try to get their shit together to a point where they don't have to be enslaved or locked into a job they don't want to be at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my advice. Or get yourself into an industry where you could just go wherever the hell you want.
That's like, yeah, when you have that like, damn, did Ray say it? Creative freedom. When you have creative freedom and you can kind of just do whatever you want because you're like, and it's all about, I think, you know, just being financially stable. Once you're financially stable, you could essentially, like if you're financial, for example, if doing this podcast made us the same amount of money that we made at work right now.
Yeah, so hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel,
Yeah.
and hit that notification bell because, listen, guys, the more you guys follow, the more you guys watch, the more likely we are to be able to do this later in the future and make episodes every single day and not have to go to a job. Go ahead, Roberto.
But essentially, like, if it made it sustainable, right, then we wouldn't have to fucking go to work and we wouldn't have to fucking worry about those fucking minuscule fucking things like, you know, people having to take the shot or not, right? Creators don't really, you know, that's why Joe Rogan doesn't fucking have the shot, right? Because he doesn't work for fucking anybody.
He doesn't care. And they're like, oh, in New York. Well, you know what's funny? You know, in New York, all the attendees to his special in Madison Square Garden have to get the vaccine, but he doesn't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and it's like, and it's you know,
he does a show in
he makes
Madison
them
Square
money.
Garden where he screams at people with his mouth open.
Yeah.
And he's unvaccinated, but he don't. But like they let him in.
He's generating them a ton of money. And think about how much that area is going to boom in the city. Think about how those restaurants are going to do, those shops are going to do that.
Yeah.
Everything's going to pop over
They're
there. The
keeping
bums
them
are
in
going to be
town.
living like kings over there.
Did you hear? Joe Rogan's in town.
They're going to be like, Joe Rogan's doing it. Yeah, right. It's going to be a bunch of people being like, get it together. Listen to this inspirational quote. Maybe you get your shit together.
I'm surprised not one dude tried to say Joe Rogan got him sick. If I was working there for sure, I would have fucking tried to get COVID as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Just so I could say Joe Rogan gave me COVID at the fucking.
There's going to be 25,000 lawsuits filed the day after. I think Joe Rogan exposed me to COVID. You know, but it's a crazy thing, man, to be able to have that creative freedom and be able to have that that financial freedom to be able to just take a step back if you want, be able to create a little bit of space for yourself, you know, to make that move.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's like what you said, right? When you're in that demographic of like society, you can do things like tax evasion and fucking not, you know.
It's not tax evasion, though, because it's legal. You made it a crime.
Yeah, no, it's not tax.
It's not legal, and you know the loopholes. We know the loopholes.
It's not tax evasion as if like the crime. It's like because tax evasion is still a term, right? You're evading taxes.
No, tax evasion is a crime.
But it's also a term, right?
No, it's a crime. If you're saying tax evasion, then they're committing a crime.
I'm referring to the
He's
crime.
paying taxes. These companies pay taxes.
But he's evading paying.
He's not evading. He's legally using the information that's available to all of us that we don't all have the motivation to create a company, which he did.
Yeah.
He's using those rules to make himself wealthy. And the rest of us are sitting around talking about how it's not fair. It's not fair, Jeff Bezos. Why are you using the same rules that I know about, but I can't start my own business and do what you did? That's not fair. You deserve to pay more tax because I'm fucking lazy. Shit is bullshit. I've had 5,000 business ideas over the course of my life. I've attempted to execute possibly 2.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fact. We need some accountability and some self-fucking reflection.
You're right about those things. But do you believe things should be fair? Do you believe if you're taxed 30%, then he should be taxed 30%? Because
he is taxed 30% on his income.
Remember one thing, though. He works for himself, so he can manipulate certain things, right?
So start a company, start a company.
If everybody started a company,
America would explode, and we'd be the biggest country in the fucking world again.
Yeah, I guess I was going
Imagine,
to say.
God damn it, we got 15,000 more entrepreneurs in America. This place is going to shit.
Damn, it's difficult for me to play devil's advocate with that one. I think I had an argument in the beginning, but I've lost it. Touché.
You know, it's really tough to argue, even when you're attempting to argue purposely for for sake of
the conversation.
Yeah,
but it's just kind of like the truth. It's like I would love to know what the numbers are, though, right? I would love to know what the numbers are because I remember
what numbers?
The numbers that like they would have to pay in taxes, right? If they were taxed on like those stocks that they have or that they've.
It's not fair. If you
It's not fair, right?
But
It,
they hold a lot of the money in the stock market. It would disrupt a lot of things. Like it's not fair that I just don't think it's fair. Like when we talk about fairness, like people, like you said before, you think it's fair. Like, shouldn't it be fair for them to pay their own share, like their fair share?
Yeah.
But isn't it fair that somebody that works that hard to build something that big gets to reap the rewards?
Oh, well.
Do you think it's fair that we feel
What
we're
is the
entitled?
reward? What's the reward, though? What are you saying the reward is?
Whatever he wants it to be, whether that's the cash value, whether that's seeing his empire grow, whether that's employing 10 million people, whether that's having 15,000 women on a yacht, whatever his definition is of that.
But none of those things he's accused of, right? They're just saying that
He's not accused of anything.
They're just saying that they don't pay their
It's
fair share of
saltiness.
taxes.
He's not accused of anything because he hasn't committed any crimes. These are just salty people that aren't Jeff Bezos and think that these people need to pay more money.
It is ridiculous when you think about it the way you said it earlier, right?
Because that's the fact.
Because a lot of they say that this money's all going to be going to fund some bill or some initiative, Joe Biden's initiative. I forgot which one it was, but it's supposed to, like, if they did get this money from them, it would go to fund that, right? But that's the thing. It's like you said it yourself. It's like we need money for something, and it's like you owe it to us. You guys are the ones that got to give it to us, and they're like, "What the fuck? What do you mean? I don't owe you any."
What do you mean?
fucking
Because
money."
I succeeded, I'm being penalized? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like it, and if you think about it, it's like
Or fix your fucking rules. You guys are the ones that fucking made these fucking
because
rules.
they're also capitalizing on these same rules.
Yeah.
It's just they're capitalizing at a smaller percentage.
Yeah.
They're capitalizing at a smaller, when you compare
In
them,
comparison to Jeff Bezos.
Exactly, when it's
a
all
fraction,
relative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but to me, it's not going to stop with them.
Why would it?
It's not going to stop with these billionaires. This is what people fail to realize. If they make it so they can just up and increase the tax on these rich people and on these corporations, what do you think is going to happen to us? Because that's originally where taxes came from. They started taxing the big companies. And then they started trickling down and being like, shit, we're kind of crushing these companies. Like, like it's hurting them. Like, let's start, we're going to kind of tax everybody. You guys can help out too. And then it became a predominantly middle class to lower class tax. And they carry the majority of a tax when it comes to income.
I want to know somebody to come over here and talk to me about how, like, income tax, sales tax, and all these taxes, like, correlate, right? Because if I already paid money on that money I got, why are you taking more money when I spend it?
That's what started the revolution. First of all, that's why we left England, was religious freedom and also bullshit taxing. And that's what caused the Boston Tea Party. That's what caused that.
That representation.
That shit, the Boston Tea Party was all about that tax shit. Like, this has been known forever. Like, it started a revolution, literally a revolution for tax. And people forget that that's what causes these things.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I get what you're saying, and they colonized us, and they were taxing us, or doing nothing for us. But what I'm talking about is I want it broken down of how, and I could be wrong. I'm just curious. But if I pay like a federal and state tax when I get paid, then how come I also pay a tax when I spend that money? Right?
Because it's a criminal enterprise. You're trying to figure this out with logic.
No, I'm just curious. I wonder
They're just stealing your money.
I know, but what are they saying? What is the excuse? I know what the fuck is happening.
You feel like me. I want a fucking receipt.
Yeah.
I paid the money. Where'd you put it?
What's going on?
I don't mind that you took it. This is America. I'm willing to pay. This is a great country. I could go out here. We could come on this podcast and talk some shit. Yeah. I can go to work. I can, like my job. I can go marry whoever I want. I can pray to whatever God I want. I could go buy a gun. Listen, I'm all about it. Just tell me where the fuck the money's at.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you fix the road? Or did you go to Aruba? Like, that's all I want to know. Like,
are you guys all on Epstein's Island?
Because facts. Because it's crazy to me. Like, isn't that crazy that they're able to take our money but not tell us what they're doing with it?
Because that's what I want to know. I know there's like a breakdown somewhere. If I call town hall, they'll fax me a 35-page fucking
You're so cute.
Of where they.
You're so cute. He's so cute thinking that he's gonna go and get a receipt.
But I'm curious of like, when someone's got to fucking break it down to me on like how that sales tax, income tax, all that shit fucking works. Because the truth is, I think I'm getting fucked. I've been thinking this for a while.
You think you are?
I know I'm getting fucked.
Of course you are. And now, are you kidding me? We all get fucked. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We line
up.
Because
you go to other states and like they're like, oh, our tax is different. And some states, it's like, oh, we don't have that. Wait, what?
Bro, if you go to other states, there's states like, let me see, states like Tennessee, states like Florida, states like, these states don't have any state income tax. So, like, the state is like, nah, you good? You good?
Yeah.
And we're like, nah, aren't you going to take some, this is when you come and you take my money. And they're like, nah, bro, you good?
This is like an abusive relationship.
You good? And we're like, wait, so you're going to take my money? Come try to take my money. You like picking a fight. Like that, you know, like when you was with a crazy person and then you move on to, and you're like, yeah, well, what you going to do?
Why you front like you don't want this money?
You know you're trying to steal my money. You're just trying to play games. And they're like, no, I'm not taking your money.
We don't do that over here.
And then days go by and weeks go by and months and years. And you realize, oh man, I don't live in New York anymore.
Damn.
They're not coming to jack me at the ATM. It's unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
Sin Vaselina, right?
Yeah.
Right, Ramiro, sin Vaselina.
Not even a little bit of spit.
Not even. Damn, I want to know what Saisha wrote that she retracted.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
For the people listening to us on Spotify, there was just a comment in the chat that was retracted.
Yeah, it was taken back.
I wonder if that was like a YouTube thing. Maybe there was something crazy written there. YouTube was like, nope, you can't say that here.
I'm just wondering. She's like, damn, I thought I was texting my friends how corny they are. But instead, I posted it in the chat.
You ever play a new video game and you go to tell somebody to go fuck themselves, and fuck is all like stars and shit because you didn't change the parental guidelines?
Like every time on my iPhone, I'm trying to tell somebody to fuck themselves and it says, go duck yourself. And I'm like, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. When you're angry.
Androids do that
like,
stupid shit too.
I hate it. You took away the exclamation point on my argument. You know, it's not really an argument to use profanity. That's kind of like a cop out.
That's a filler for me. You know,
it is a filler. Yeah,
it's like an exclamation point or to tell you like how I really feel about it.
Yeah, it's like a decoration. It's like a little flair. You know, you got to sometimes you got to put a little
yeah
on
because
that.
It's not really like I rarely use fuck as an insult.
Yeah.
I rarely curse as an insult. I'd much rather intelligently like insult you than like try to like tell you like a curse word. That's
like you'd much rather tell someone like they're falling short as a human.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of falling short on this like human experience. You're kind of like, you know, that one will sit with you. You're trying to hit them with the shit they think about at night when they can't sleep.
Yeah, 100%.
They're like, babe, put the TV on. I'm thinking about what Berto said to me.
Call somebody a dummy. You'll call somebody a dummy.
Yeah.
You tell them, I don't know how you drive around your family in a car like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You proud of that?
Yeah. You like stepping in the house? You like looking at your family with that face?
No, I would never say that to anybody. But I think that those are the kind of arguments that are much better than telling somebody they're a poopy butthole or something like that. Right?
That's actually better than using profanity sometimes.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Tell somebody they're a poopy butthole.
It's pretty goddamn funny.
You're no fucking fun. You're a fucking cottonhead and nitty muggins.
Right? You're a nitwit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are pretty good sometimes. You gotta pull one of them OG ones out. My dad says some funny ones, yo.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you a funny joke that this guy at my job told me?
Let's hear it.
Let me tell you a funny joke. Said, so this guy, he's out like drinking with his boy, right? He's out drinking with his friend and stuff like that, and they're really getting shitty. And the guy's like, oh man, he's like, oh, I'm getting too drunk. Like, I'm not supposed to be really drinking. My wife's gonna get upset. Ends up getting so shitty, he throws up on himself, throws up all over his own shirt. And he's like, oh no, I was gonna tell I wasn't even drinking. And his boy was like, yo, it's all good, bro. He said, listen, I got you, man. He's like, you just tell her I threw up on you. Take this $10 bill, put it in his pocket, in his shirt pocket. He's like, just take that, get it clean, tell her I threw up on you. You know, I apologize, I'll take the blame. And he's like, damn, man, thanks. You're like the coolest, like fucking best friend. And he's like, all right, man, I'm telling you, man, you got this. He gets home. He's all fucked up. His wife looks at him. She's like, oh, my God. You threw up all over your shirt. And he's like, no, it was Mike. He threw up on me. Look, just go in my pocket. I got a 10 in there. She's like, wait, this is a 20. And he's like, that's right. He shit my pants, too.
That's actually a funny. That's actually a very funny joke. I haven't heard it fucking. That's a good like dad. That's almost like a good dad joke.
I was cracking up. Those kind of jokes kill me, bro. I can't wait to tell my dad. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell my dad. I meant to call him on the way home. I can't wait to tell him that shit. He's gonna be like, "What? You don't remember? I told you that shit."
He's the $20 and I forgot.
That's right. He shit my pants too.
That's very fucking funny. Who told you that?
This dude I worked with.
A guy at your job.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Guy?
Yes,
dude. Old guys. They're like
come on.
There's like a certain section of old man. Everybody's got one of them at their job that just got. Remember that guy at our job that used to give out comic books and shit? Comic books, trading cards.
Used to give them out or sell them?
He used to give them out. He used to find out you were a Yankees fan, and next thing you know, you were bringing home pallets and pallets of Yankee cards. Yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Very good guy. I love that guy, actually.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, he would get me like chocolates every Christmas and shit like that.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those chocolates. You never know what's in those with that guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Good guy, though. Who are you to hold on? Let's mute this.
I thought you were talking about somebody else. Had me think about the chocolate he gave me. I was like, damn. I was like, did I wake up where I remember falling asleep? I'm like, did I go home that day after work?
You started contemplating whether your butt. You woke up with a swollen butthole.
Yeah, I was like, I knew I skipped legs that week.
No, that's super fucking funny. No, but now you know who I'm talking about. He used to give away cards.
Yeah, he used
to give away a bunch of stuff, bro.
Yeah, he used to give away a lot of stuff. Little hoarder vibes, kind of.
Oh, dude, I can only imagine what the inside of his apartment looked like.
Oh my god, he had an apartment.
Yeah.
Damn, I pictured a house full of shit. Damn.
He was a great fucking guy, but
he was.
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
Yeah, had a hell of a head of hair.
Beautiful head of hair.
Beautiful.
He definitely
used to brush it.
Got so much tang as a young man.
Oh, come on, son.
He was probably beating him away with a stick.
He was still getting it, son.
100%.
Already know what time it is, bro.
Oh man, we're at 120.
Get out of here. We did an hour and 20?
We did an hour and 20.
Bro, it was just flowing like wine.
Yeah. You were fucking hilarious today.
Get out of here.
This guy's the funniest guy he knows, but tonight he's the funniest guy I know.
Get out of here. This is the funniest guy I know right here. This guy right here.
You went off. Listen,
Get
just as the people's champ this week.
Get out of here.
What's today, Monday?
You just said the people's champ is a perfect segue before we get out of here.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let me tell you this story me and my girl were talking about. I said, I'm going to tell this story on the goddamn podcast.
All right, let's hear it.
Because I was driving home and I saw on this like LED billboard, it said that there was Raw, like Monday Night Raw, like WWF or WWE now was going to be in New York.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, Raw is going to be here? Yeah. I'm like, holy shit. So I tell my girl, like I call her and we're talking. I'm like, yo, Raw is going to be in New York. It's so crazy. I haven't seen like a televised wrestling event filmed in New York in a while. Not that I follow wrestling, but sometimes I feel like it would be advertised at least. And so then we start talking and my girl starts telling me this story about when her dad took her and her brother to SmackDown when she was a little girl. She's like 8 years old. They take her to SmackDown, which was the televised WWE event, but it was on Thursday nights. It was one on Monday and one on Thursday. So she went there.
This is when it was WWF.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
100%.
Probably. Toward the end of it being WWF, probably. And it's like the main event. It's like The Rock. She said she thinks The Rock was fighting Chris Jericho or something. She's like, it was the main event of the night.
Yeah.
And she said, there's this guy behind me. She said, I had a sign that said, like, I think it was like something about The Rock or something like that. And every now and then I would put it up. And the guy behind her kept on, like, he started saying, like, put the fucking sign down. Like, put the sign down and shit. Like, I can't see. And my girl is like, okay. Like, so her dad was like, listen, just put it down, like, in between, like, put it up in between the matches or something. It's the main event. She's got it up, and the guy gets, like, mad, and he keeps talking shit. Now, my girl's dad never played no shit. All right, now, this was a lifelong union carpenter. Bro, ain't play no games. She's like, yo, it's my kid and shit. Like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, she's just trying to do her thing. Guy keeps on talking shit that she keeps putting a sign up. Eventually, they end up getting, and now, mind you, his plug for the tickets, they were like 8 rows from the ring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bro. He had a real legit plug. They start scrapping, him and this guy. They just start scrapping in the crowd. Yo, they had to stop the event. And security had to come and break it up, and they like walked them out. My girl's like, yo, I'm a little girl. On the way out, everybody's like high-fiving us, telling us like her dad, like my dad's the man and shit, like that guy was an asshole. Like, so they're like high-fiving her. She's like, yo, we look back, The Rock makes eye contact with us and gives us a people's eyebrow like this. She said The Rock gave my dad the people's eyebrow. Looked right at her pops and just gave him the people's eyebrow. Like, as they were like walking out.
As he's getting kicked out.
As he's getting like dragged out. And
he's getting dragged out of the garden.
As he's getting escorted out. How amazing is that, yo? She said everybody was like giving us high fives and shit. And then The Rock gave my dad the people's eyebrow. And she's like, and my brother remembers it exactly the same way. She's like, so I know like I didn't make this cooler throughout my life.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, yo, it was so funny. I was cracking up. But
sucks you guys can't go see Raw this weekend because it's she's banned for life.
Yeah, too bad to get her picture out.
Yeah, that's why I swear to God, that's where I thought this story was going. I was going to be because I had heard this because I know the story.
We're gonna walk in and they're gonna be like, "Ma'am, come with us."
You know,
we've been looking for you.
You know you can't be here. You know you can't be here.
Vince has your picture up in his office.
It's like when you find out that you're the teleporter in a movie and then you meet up with the girl and she's like, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here this early."
And you're like, "Damn it, shouldn't have jumped so soon." But
that's an excellent story.
Yeah, man, yo. I'm telling you right now, I was crying. Yo, shout out to Ray and Ramiro. Yo, I'm telling you, when my girl told this story, I was crying. I told her, I said, listen, I'm telling this story on the podcast. She said, I don't care. I was like, yeah,
fucking funny.
Yeah, she's probably watching right now.
Remember that forever, bro.
Bro,
The
forever.
Rock
I
giving
said,
you the fucking people's eyebrow?
At first, I was like, damn, I feel so bad you got kicked out the main event. And I'm like, fuck that. Nobody else got the people's eyebrow.
That was the best.
Cool merch, bro.
Yeah.
I got a real life people's eyebrow.
It's like, oh, you stayed there the whole fight?
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, that's like getting put out early for getting hit with like one of Stone Cold's beer cans, like
Bro.
one that didn't,
Right.
like if it didn't open by mistake and he threw it anyways,
Right?
Like he smashed them both, but one ain't open, and then he let that motherfucker
like,
go.
pink.
You get pegged it.
You're like,
you go to
so
the
good.
hospital.
I got head trauma because of Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice foam finger. I got a brain damage. You know what
The
I'm
funny thing is, I can't put my middle finger up
saying? Ever again.
because of Stone Cold.
That is so funny,
Still wear a
bro.
316 shirt. Who was
Yeah,
your
you kidding
favorite
me?
wrestler back in the day?
Shawn Michaels.
What?
I loved Shawn Michaels, yo.
Really?
Yo, bro, he was the pimpin'est dude ever. And that chin music, bro.
Sweet Chin Music?
Yo, you kidding me, son? He used to sleep everybody. It's funny because I remember I was in 4th grade when this kid Richie put me on to him in school. I was like, man, he's kind of lame. I was like, I'm more of like an Undertaker type of guy. I like the Ultimate Warrior and shit. And he's like, nah, he's cool, man. I'm telling you. I was like, he got hearts on his pants and shit. He's like, yo, because he's a fly motherfucker. And I was like, let me see what's up. Then I started seeing the beast with him and Bret Hart. I was sold.
Rey Mysterio?
Damn, Rey Mysterio was legit.
He was
If
cool.
you watch that WCW bullshit.
Was he? I don't know. I think he was WWF. No,
Not till way later. But nah, he was nice. He was one of the guys I always wanted to come back.
Remember the Dudley brothers?
Come
Devon,
Yeah, son. Get the table.
get the tables.
You remember Dink and Doink?
Who the fuck was that?
The clowns. There was a little person clown and a regular person clown.
That's not any better.
It's not. I thought I did good.
You did great.
Damn, it was the,
Go ahead.
it was the hand gesture, wasn't it?
Yo, somebody some bottle Justin up tonight and bring it back to me next Thursday. I want this Justin next Thursday. Go ahead. There was 2 wrestlers.
Yes, Doink. See, Dink and Doink. Dink was a clown. Doink was the clown, and Dink was the other
Yes.
clown.
Yes. No, I don't remember that. What? They were on WWF?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember them.
Yeah, man, they were clowns, bro. Come on, you got to go back to the old school WWF, like Royal Rumbles and stuff.
I
bro.
remember the Royal Rumbles, but I wasn't really watching. Like, I didn't get to watch like Macho Man Randy Savage or like fucking Hulk Hogan or any of those guys. Like,
Yeah, I'm a little older. If anybody
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm
know, I think, what am I, 4 years older than you?
I'm 89.
So I'm 3 years older than you. 3 years. So, yeah, we probably missed some of the wrestling characters
Like,
that were like big.
I did, but
Because that was a niche character. He wasn't like an every
Yeah.
single week guy.
I wasn't. I was older when Dudley Brothers came out, but I was like, I obviously I watched like Stone Cold, The Rock, Chris Jericho, Rafiki, what was his name?
Rashiki.
He used to put his ass in your face. That was like his move.
Oh, that was Rikishi.
Rikishi?
Yeah, that was a little later. I think he
I
caused
didn't
some
watch
chin
like
music
Booker
too.
T.
Booker T was a little later too.
Yeah, I remember was his name
Goldust. His dad was Dusty Rhodes.
Remember Goldust?
Old school wrestler from back in the day. Yeah, his real name was Dustin. His dad's name was Dustin Rhodes. He was Goldust. That's where he got the name from. His dad being Dustin.
You remember?
No, he was Dustin Rhodes. His dad was Dusty Rhodes. But go ahead.
His dad named him after his stage name.
I don't know if that was their stage name. I think it was their stage names.
Anyways, you remember Mankind? He used to just put that sock in people's mouth. Like when you think of like ridiculous like moves.
Before he had that, he was the Mankind originally. You remember when Mankind first got introduced?
What was he first introduced as?
Bro, he was in the dark and he would be introduced. They would just every week they would have like an interview of some guy in a dark room and shit. And he'd be like talking and shit, like all weird. And then he came out one day, Yokozuna, right?
No. Ray said, "Who's older, Berto or Justin?"
Yeah, see,
older.
I'm youthful, bro.
Yeah.
Berto's younger than me. I'm older. But yeah, so then one day he came out and he used to have a claw here, like there was like this black tape here or something, and it would go around his wrist, and he would do it like pretty much like one in a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he would do that, like, and it was like scary, legit.
This one?
No, this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that one.
This one's gentle.
This one.
Yeah.
You know. Yes. So he would do that one, and he would kind of like, and then Mr. Socko came later when that character became kind of funny. But they presented him as like a scary character.
Yeah.
You know, like he was like crazy. But anyway, I can't believe we got this deep into wrestling.
Who was
I used to love it when I was a
Yokozuna?
kid. He was the big, huge Asian dude, big, huge, fat guy, way before Rikishi. He was like 3 times the size of Rikishi.
What?
Oh yeah, he was massive. He looked like I can't even explain it. Rikishi kind of was like a smaller version of him.
Kane or Undertaker?
I remember when Kane first came out. Undertaker's the OG, bro.
Yeah. In hindsight, Kane's outfit was kind of wild. He had like a leotard on.
The original one was legit. What, the sleeveless one? That he had the red and black.
Red and black one, yeah. Wrestling was so crazy back then.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was it was the shit. Like if you went to, when I was in elementary school, if you showed up to school the next day and you didn't know what happened the night before, bro, I would get so mad. I would literally wake up because I would fall asleep watching it. It was late.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours from 9 to 11 p.m. So I would fall asleep and then wake up at like 1 a.m. There was no DVR. There was no internet like that. Like we didn't have the internet, no YouTube.
If you missed it, you missed it.
If you missed it, you missed it. So I would just be at school fucking salty as hell that I missed it, you know?
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Remember that shit?
Oh, yeah.
TLC match?
Tables, ladders, and chairs, bro. Hell in a Cell. You remember the Iron Man match?
God.
Go and watch the Iron Man match between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. The Iron Man match was a 1 hour, 60-minute, no holds barred wrestling match. It was like the first time
An hour and 60 minutes?
it was like an hour, I think.
Oh.
I think it was an hour, 60-minute match.
That's a long time.
Bro, and it was just like, there was like no rules, bro. It was one of the craziest wrestling matches ever. Like, they were just going crazy. They were fighting outside the ring, in the crowd. They went back in. Like, it was like now as an adult, I'm like, damn, the cardio for these guys to do that match for that long.
Yeah. Dude,
it was,
remember when Stone Cold drove the truck in?
oh my God, Vince McMahon's Corvette with the cement.
Yeah. Oh my God. I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about when he brought the fucking
The beer
semi
truck?
out. Yeah.
Stone Cold was so crazy,
He
bro.
was the man, bro.
Have you ever tried his beer?
No, he has beer?
Hell yeah, he's got a beer and it's good.
No, I never knew that.
It's good. It's a Stone Cold beer.
How much money did these guys fucking make off this fucking WWE?
Way more now than they ever did previously. Like, I mean, in terms of post-career. Like, Stone Cold's making the most money he ever made
I'm
right
talking
now.
about the organization.
Oh, it's one of the highest generating. They sell out events every single day, and it's fake. He's the most incredible marketer that's ever existed.
He said they sell out every fucking day, and it's fake.
And everybody knows it's fake. And they're like, yeah, can't wait to go there. You know?
Yeah.
Take their whole families, take brothers.
I think it's more about
everything.
the storyline now.
Yeah, it's like, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, stop playing. You ain't old, bro. I'm 35. We in the same pocket. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, I remember that. I remember.
Who the fuck was the beefcake?
You don't know about the beefcake, son. You don't know about the British Bulldog.
Nah.
Yeah, come on. That's
I missed
Owen.
out.
That's the Hart's cousin. The Hart family's cousin.
He had a cousin
They had a cousin
that was
named,
there before him?
and he was the British Bulldog, bro. Yo, we in the same pocket, Romero. Don't sleep, son. Don't sleep. I was out there watching all that. Freaking Papa Shango making the Undertaker throw up with his magic and all that shit. Yo, this is OG shit right here, man.
I got to get the tapes.
This is OG shit. Like Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, when they first came out as the Rockers, they were a tag team. And Shawn Michaels had this weird blonde, like 80s lady, fluffy shit going on. But yeah, I just wanted to. Coco Beware, son, stop playing. Coco Beware. He was like a shaman. He was like a Rolling Bones type of white face paint kind of dude, yo.
Damn, I feel like wrestling must have been way better back in the day.
It was way better back in the day, bro. But anyway, we got to wrap this.
That's it.
We got to wrap this. Yo, that's it, guys. I had a great time. Yo, the chat was so Jake the Snake Roberts, stop playing, son.
Wasn't that somebody else? Didn't he change his name later on?
Nah, Jake the Snake was Jake the Snake from Jump.
Oh, okay.
He was always Jake the Snake.
That I've heard of the name, but I don't remember watching him wrestle.
When he chin checked him with this. Come on. Yo, Romero, we're going to continue this next episode, bro. It's only Monday. Only Monday.
Next episode, we're going to get into our Dragon Ball Z obsession.
Yes, Yo, okay. See, I don't know much about Dragon Ball Z. You got to school me.
I'm not like a Dragon Ball Z expert by any means, but I did have a small obsession with it when I was younger.
Yo, Romero, we appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, man. Ray Figs, man. Everybody in there. Aisha, thank you for retracting that statement because it might have hurt my feelings. Ray Figs, shout out. Ray Figs, Twiz, everybody.
Yo, hold on. Going back. Yo, Ray said, do you remember when Rey Mysterio wrestled for custody of his son? What?
Damn, that was some WCW shit if I ever heard of
it. Can you imagine? He's like, how about this, honey? We'll wrestle for him.
Oh, my God.
She said, well, you could just have him on the weekends. He's like, no, I want to wrestle for the weekends.
I want to wrestle for him. And guess what? I'm wearing a mask. You know why? Because I'm sending one of my boys in there because I really don't want his little ass. When he takes the mask off, you're going to see somebody else's daddy.
That's it.
That's it, guys.
Masters None, episode 53. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Don't forget, if you missed this episode, you can listen to us on Spotify.
That's right. You can listen to us on Spotify, but most importantly, before you leave this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share with at least one friend, and hit that link in our Instagram bio so you can get to our link tree. You can get to Spotify everywhere that the audio version is available. Listen to us at work irresponsibly if you have to.
Yes. I prefer that you listen to us while you drive heavy machinery.
Yes.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
That's right.
Peace
I'd rather
out.
you do poorly at your job and listen to our podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión. Wilson Manyoma. Orgona.